Welcome back. We're still with Major General Lamidi Adeosu. Thank you for joining us once again on the program.
Thank you.
Well, you left off with the issue of fluid border controls and how you manage the intelligence network right now. But then I must put this across to you. The Sambisa forest is another major concern. Have you covered that forest?
Sambisa forest is out of Multinational Joint Task Force area of responsibility. It's within the space of Theater Command of Operation Lafia Dole. And I believe they are doing so much. Even when I was there as a GOC, I know 3 times we went inside Sambisa. And I know, yes, and I know how many people we rescued and how many camps and how many Boko Haram and weapons that were either captured or destroyed and or what have you. So Sambisa forest is not, when people hear forest in the north, the natural thing would be, how can there be forest in the desert? But you need to be there physically to really know what it is and what it looks like. It's not just like a game reserve that you can say maybe 10 by 20 kilometers. No. Thousands and thousands of square kilometers. And some places are not even accessible easily. You understand? So the more you do, the more you still have to do. And it's almost 9 months now I left that general area, and I know you heard of the operation they conducted recently, how effective that operation was, and the operation is still ongoing.
You see, it brings me to this. Where are the Chibok girls? Because we understand at some point that the Boko Haram sect crisscrossed borders, taking the girls from one area to another across the neighboring countries, so to speak. And right now, we just hear vague details as to how the military is trying to curb the sect. And of course, they're still looking for the girls. What exactly is happening?
With due respect, I believe the life of every Nigerian is very, very important. The life of every human being is important. Yes, the political symbol of all the captured, or the coerced, or the abducted, is the Chibok girls. And over time, all the camps, all the places we've liberated, we do the utmost to rescue all the innocent civilians, male, female, young, old, and what have you. This brings me to where we left off before we came back now, intelligence. If it's as simple as people think, the strategic partners will have been able to give pinpoint position. This is where these people are. Then it will have been left for us to say, okay, we've given them. It's because they don't know what to do.
So you're saying that even with the use of helicopters or even drones and many other sophisticated equipment, facilities, you still have no idea?
I cannot tell you pinpoint this is where they are, because we've not got that. All the places that we have been given, most of the places we have been to, and we've rescued thousands and thousands of people, including girls, who are also as important as the Chibok girls. But for me, in as much as the operation continues, I'm an incurable optimist that in as much as they are alive and they are within the space where we are operating, wherever they hide them, we'll get to them.
Let us get this straight. For over 2 years, a group of terrorists with a larger group or whatever amount, with a group of girls, over 200 of them, have completely hidden themselves away from a huge number of the Nigerian army and even those across borders.
If you fly in an helicopter all over the area of operation, you will appreciate. You don't need to move on foot. The place is so vast. You understand that anybody can get missing and get hidden, and it will take years to locate. the place is not as simple as in the southern part here where you move, before you move 1-2 kilometers, you've already seen settlement, there are remote recesses that are far-flung, where I believe these girls cannot be concentrated in one place since that time. If that was the situation, there were situations where they saw like 50 of them moving towards a particular direction. We'll plan, conduct operation, rate the place. Whatever we bring out, the Chibok girls will not be there. But those people are also human beings. These are the people we got in the place. So number of women, so number of children, so number of...
But do you ever get a sense of feeling close to victory in this particular fight?
I have that sense because day in, day out, the space is getting narrower for Boko Haram, either inside Sambisa or in the Lake Chad Basin.
Well, we have a lot of security reports from the military, severally a number of times, that Shekau is dead or fatally injured. But then the sect itself comes out to tell us something different. Where do we stand?
You know, propaganda is a very important instrument of war. Yeah? And before I personally I had the opportunity of being involved directly in fighting Boko Haram, there was that information that the real Boko Haram was killed at Konduga specifically. But as usual, for a terrorist group of that nature, it doesn't take anything to either mask up somebody or look for a look-alike and continue with their life. Don't forget, recently, you learned of the split. And what name came up? Albanawi. Who is Albanawi? Son of Yusuf. His name is Yusuf. Isn't it? If not because Yusuf's case was different, everybody saw I was killed. Any other person will have come up that is Yusuf. You understand? So a lot of propaganda, disinformation, misinformation to mislead or to gain a kind of upper hand in information dissemination. Boko Haram knows that the game is up. And I believe the game is up. Soon. As at February last year, we weren't talking like this, isn't it? As at December last year, there was a lot of reprieve, or a lot had been achieved. And between December last year and now, so much more has been achieved, and a lot is still being achieved. As we speak, operation is going on, despite the rainy season, despite the challenge of terrain. I was taking a phone call here. It's a report from the field telling me the location where people have advanced to. And before you know it, when they get there, it will be announced. Especially that corridor where people believe Boko Haram is holding sway, Damasak, Gashiga, Abadam, Malam Faturi. Soon, you will hear. So we are not relenting. And that's why I said, let them keep the girls wherever they keep them. But then we keep moving on them. Then we press them to where they don't have any space again. It's either they enter into Lake Chad, waters, and drown, or come out. One will happen.
Thank you very much, Major General Lamidi Adeosun. Thank you for coming on Dateline Abuja.
It's a pleasure. God bless you.